everybody, this is Bernie from Tauranga Wellness Clinic Stamp and Eat, and this is going to be another wonderful morning of crafting with you. And this morning I am just going to make a very simple gorgeous card using the Butterfly Brilliance set. I'm going to show you what I've done to the set so that I can actually make individual butterflies. And it's going to be a very easy card because I just want to show some techniques that we don't have to spend a lot of time making something beautiful. So that's what we're going to do today. I also just want to mention that the catalog for January to June is coming to an end, and there is a retired list on the Stampin' Up website if you are interested in looking at any of those retired products. And yeah, I think that's, and there's some kits that are available now as well. But I generally just wanted to come in this morning and do our fortnightly Stampin' Eat mini retreat class. So without further ado, I will go over to my desk. Before I do that, I just want to say that if you are interested in anything that I do today and you are keen to get some product, you are more than welcome to contact me. All the details are going to be down there on the links below this video. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in Tauranga, New Zealand, and I would love to help you if you don't yet have a demonstrator. I've been using Stampin' Up products for more than 14 years and I absolutely love them. Excellent quality, things that coordinate, always bringing out things that are new. So yeah, feel free to contact me in the any of the links below. So let's get cracking. I'm going to take the camera over now to my desk and we will start our new project for today. See you soon. Alright, so I'm back and this is what we are going to do today. So I have made, stamped out these butterflies individually. I've also run them through the die cutter, and I have deliberately actually created a bit of a, taken some of the bits out of it because not all butterflies in nature are perfect. Some of them have tatty wings, some of them look a little bit worse for wear, and I just thought that was a really good summary of how we are in life sometimes. Sometimes we look like we've got it all together, and sometimes we are really struggling. So this is yeah, this is just a picture card for me of real life. Now the embossing folder that I am using today is not current, but there are plenty of others, and I'll just go and get it, that will achieve the same thing. So if I just turn to my new catalog, you can easily use the ornate floral, that's on page 155, or the pretty flowers, or I think the magnolia would actually be exquisitely beautiful. So you have some options. There's also the Parisian flourish, or even the meadow moments. So these are all current in the new annual catalog that released last month. But I quite liked the design of the one I had in my stock of the flowers, and so I'm going to stick with that. So yeah, we'll do that. So I used ordinary thick basic white cardstock, and I will put all the measurements up for you. But before I do that, let me write up my website address. So you can find all of these projects on Tauranga Wellness Clinic. It's quite a mouthful. .co.nz, and have a look for the Stamp and Eat tab, and under that is Bernie's Craft Room, and every recipe for what I do that's loaded on YouTube, all the things that I use, everything is mentioned on there. Alright, so let's start. So as I mentioned, I've got plain basic white cardstock. My normal standard measurements is 11 that I score at 5.5, and then I just cut the cardstock in half. That's usually around 4 to about 4 1/8 inch. So you're going to need one of those. You're going to have a single piece of cardstock. Again, I'll put the measurements out for that. I've already embossed this, so I'm just going to do some twine on that, and then we're going to stamp. I'm going to stamp the butterflies and paint those today. So I'm just using the twine that comes from the catalog. They've got a baker's twine kit, which is awesome. I absolutely love using twine. I think it just adds something very simple, very pretty. I love ribbon, or twine actually, probably. Yeah, no, ribbon. I love them both. They just add a real prettiness to it. So just a little bit of tape on the both sides, and my usual wrap around. If you've been watching me, you'll know this is my normal thing to do. So we've got a long weekend in New Zealand coming up on Monday. It's, oops, sorry, I bumped the camera there. Bumped the camera again. My apologies. So it's really, the weather forecast for today, for the weekend, is not looking good. But I want to rearrange some photos in our lounge. I've been doing a huge mini renovation, so we are in the process of upgrading our bedroom suite. We've had the same bedroom suite since we got married, which is 27 years, I think. That's now downstairs in the guest room, and the mattress and that we're sleeping on, we've had for over 10 years, dare I say it. And so we are in the process of getting all of that updated. And so I got new bedside tables that arrived this week. Our lamps are on the way. So I just rearranged some things that we've got in our dresses. I wish I'd taken some before and after photos, because they look amazing. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make something look pretty. And I've got a daughter-in-law that's inspired me with live plants in the bedroom. So that's something I've actually never really done before. So I'm just putting a glue dot, if I can get it off my finger, on the bottom of that. Might put a little bit of thread on there. I'm all fingers and thumbs today. So yeah, I've put a plant in on our dressing table, or a tall boy rather, and I'm getting a new plant today. Can't decide if I want to get a rubber plant, a ficus, or if I want to get a delicious monster. Why don't you tell me? What do you think I should get? Yeah, I just want something simple, something with structure, something that will grow high. I want something that's going to give me some height. So, very excited. It's nice, eh, when you do something new. Gives the whole bedroom a lease on life. So, I'm just going to cut these a bit shorter. What do you guys get up to on long weekends? Do you do much? So I'm just going to now adhere that on there, and then we can do the butterflies. We were going to go for a long 3-hour walk, or tramp as they call it here in New Zealand, around Lake Tauranga. But the weather forecast, as I mentioned, is not looking very favorable for that kind of outdoor business. So yeah, don't think that's going to happen. Cool. Right, now let's have a look. I'm going to be using the shimmer paper. Again, you probably can't see, it's got a slight shimmer, and I'm also going to be using the Butterfly Brilliance stamp. Now, ordinarily the Butterfly Brilliance stamp is one stamp, and it looks like so. However, I watch the gorgeous Jackie Williams, and she suggested that she was going to, or mentioned that she was going to get another one and cut it, and I thought, yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. So I did. I bought another one and I cut it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to use that stamp, and I think I'm actually going to do 2 of those. Or I'll do that one and the smaller one, and then I'm going to use my blender pen again. I love my blender pen. I'm going to use some So Saffron and Misty Moonlight, and we're going to use some Wink Castella, because I don't know if you can see. Can you see the shimmer? Not sure if you can pick up the shimmer. The butterfly wings have got a bit of Wink Castella on it so that they catch the shimmer. Maybe that one can catch the shimmer. There we go. You can see that shimmer there. That's Wink Castella. So, and what I've done is I've actually labeled it. I've gone singles so that I know which one I'm doing. Otherwise I get myself muddled up. So I'm going to use a clear block, and I'm using Memento Black. Now, if you decide to cut your stamp like I did, take a tip from me and don't cut them and then put the pictures on them, because I did that and it was a boo-boo. I shouldn't have done that, because now all my stamps are really sticky. I just want to check that this is going to work okay. So I'm using Memento Black. Yeah, that'll do. And I'm going to use You'll notice I put a pad underneath the photopolymer stamps, and that's because, or these are rubber stamps, so they're fine, but the thin photopolymer stamps actually are a bit thinner. So now I am simply going to use a technique that I am very fond of doing, and you've seen me do it a lot, and that's using the blending brush. And I said this before, I seem to enjoy working with the blending brush more than my blending pens on certain projects. What I do is I just put the tip in there, I wipe off some so that it's not too much, and then I literally just color. So I'm going to do that. I'll come back once I've colored those in, so you just color as you want so that I don't bore you with might do this one so that you can see how I do it, and then I will I like to leave some white as well. Also like to accentuate things that are naturally darker in the stamp. That's where the artists have said to us that we should pay attention. That's for shading. This stamp has been slightly lighter than my first one I did. So as I mentioned, every time I do these videos, if you are watching this and you are based here in Tauranga or close by, every second and fourth, no, try that again, every second and last Tuesday of the month, I actually have a Stamp and Eat mini retreat that is for all beginners, intermediate, advanced crafters, and we make, so this project will be, we'll be doing this coming Tuesday. I think it's the 7th of June. I can't believe we're in June already. It's really scary. So it really is, some people take this so seriously and go and research photos of butterflies, pardon the pun, but I just literally wing it. I like to do my own thing. Sorry, butterfly gurus. So I think I'm quite happy with that. Now I'm going to put some Wink Castella on. So with the Wink Castella, you push it over there where it says push, and you just gently color it in, and it adds a shimmer. I can see the shimmer under the lights. It also makes the colors bleed a little bit into each other, so it just tones it down a little bit, which is really pretty. Okay, look at that. That's butterfly number 1. Pretty. And so you can do the same with the next one. So I will come back to you once I'm finished that one. So I've colored this one in, and what I landed up doing was actually, just to see the difference, I actually decided to use the Saffron Stampin' Up blend, and I just used the light one and I colored in on the edges of the wings just to see what that would look like with something different. So you can absolutely have a play with both, because there you have them, they look slightly different. I'm now going to run this through the die cut machine, and I'm going to take the corresponding dies from the Brilliant Wings, and I want to show you. So this is a gorgeous set. I'll be using this in my next class. So you've got the individual butterflies, and then you've got the one that actually fits over that solid stamp, and then you've got these very cute little bits, and I will use those in my next class. We'll see what I've done with those, but I'm just going to run through this. So I'm going to put these individual butterflies over there like so. I think it's those two. Yep, those match. So I'm going to go through, but now when they're detailed, sometimes you can put them underneath, but it's going to be too hard to put them underneath the image, so I'm just going to put them on top and run that through the die machine. Alright, I'll be back shortly. Alright, so with great care I used my, you can do your pick tool to lift it up. I've got something similar from way back when. You can see here the wings have naturally separated there, so I'm actually just going to take those out. So on the other one, it was the bigger one that had less wings. On this one, I'm just going to poke a hole here and there just to give it a bit more character. This poor guy, oh, there's one that's decided to go, so that's okay. This one, there are only a few, but I am actually going to leave this one as is, intact. I don't want to fiddle too much with that one. Now, and it literally is a case of just slightly bending these wings up and using your dimensionals. I'm going to use them. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump that. I positioned my camera really poorly today. I keep making you guys get drunk. Just going to stick that on there. Also just remember where you put the butterfly. I'm just thinking I'm going to bring this in a bit, because if you're going to put this card in an envelope, you don't want the wings to be too far out that they can't fit into a standard card. So just keep that in mind. So I'm just putting little miniature glue dots on that. And that one's going to also the same idea, keep that in mind. This one definitely has lost a few more wings than the other one. Now I'm going to stamp the happy birthday to you. I used the Handsomely Sweeted stamp set for this. This is one that's in the current catalogue. Gorgeous, gorgeous stamp set with dies for blokey mail cards, but they've got some lovely sayings as well. So a happy birthday, I love this, a happy birthday to you. So I'm going to stamp that, and then I'm also going to put the Stitched with Whimsical die cut around that, put some little gems on it, and then the card's finished. And inside I've just created a mat with Misty Moonlight, some basic white, and I've stamped it with that. So that is the card. I'm just going to do the saying quickly for you guys to see that, and then that's pretty much the card done. Right, so happy birthday to you. Nice, easy, nothing hard today. Shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to whip that up. I'm actually wondering, no, I think I did use that. So I'm going to cut that out, pop that through the Stitch with Whimsical, and voila, you'll have your card. So that's me for this Friday, short and sweet. Be sure to join me in a fortnight's time for my next mini Stampin' Up, when we will be looking at my designs of what I've done with the Butterfly Brilliance, some of my own things that I've put together. And yeah, feel free to subscribe, like this page, and share. That would mean a huge amount to me. And for those of you watching this and it's long weekend, have a wonderful long weekend, everybody. And until the next time we meet, remember, stamp, eat, sleep, repeat. Have a good Friday. Bye.